I am the Spartacus, the Mao Zedong of financial success coaching.
Any friend of Dan Pena is a friend of mine. One of the very important tenets of QLA is building out your dream team. And within your dream team, you got to have a lot of different elements of that. You've got to have a couple gaps filled. You don't have to go and fill all of them, though. You want to be reasonable, or at least specifically right size your effort to the organization that you're representing, or to the specific company that you've just purchased, or even to the group with the types of acquisitions you're going after. So if there's a field that you just don't understand, you better make sure you've got a good representative of the industry, right? If you're in a situation where you're like, I'm just going to give this to a whole bunch of people that are going to run my companies, I'm not going to do it myself, you better make damn sure you got a good CEO or somebody that can take around and run the thing. If you're going to take any of these things and grow them to exit, you better make sure you got somebody that knows how to grow a company, particularly in the industry you're in. So it's not just a salesperson, it's the best type of salesperson you can imagine. That's what you're after there. So all that said,
they had no outside contact. I physically hit the people. Physically hit them with my fists. Slapped them.
As we start to look at the dream team and what that entails, there are a number of different job titles that you can look towards. And within LinkedIn, you're looking for these types of titles. And perhaps you put chairman at the top of your list or executive director at the top of your list. But I like starting with CEO, president, and owner, because typically those guys have a lot more air in their lungs. They've got a lot more fuel in the gas tank. They've just got a lot more piss and vinegar. So they're going to work a whole hell of a lot harder for you. That's just a personal preference. It's just based on experience with what I've seen. It's totally up to you. But I do recommend starting with somebody that's an existing or previous CEO, president, owner, because they're going to get your plight. They're going to want to know, they're going to know what it takes, and they're going to be pretty hardcore. Just make sure if you do go after somebody that's got the title of chairman, that they're still in it. They're not somebody that is at the end of their run. They really don't care anymore. They're just going to phone it in. Because people that are retired, that take on the chairman title, what I've seen at least, is that a lot of them phone it in. So make sure you've got somebody with enough gas in the tank to actually make something happen for you, give you good advice, stay engaged, and really be a heavy hitter. So ultimately, live and breathe in that space, stay within those different types of titles, and let's get practical for a minute. I mean, it's one thing to be able to say, this is the type of role you want on your dream team. It's another one to go through and create it. So we're going to show you very practical, tangible skills right now to find your dream team for free on LinkedIn very quickly and very easily.
Letters of intent don't mean a fucking thing. That really means letters of interest, because almost all LOIs are non-binding. But your dick's 2 inches longer because you got LOIs.
Let's go ahead and go to your search within LinkedIn. And anybody that'd like to, you can follow along by pulling up a browser, going into your LinkedIn and pulling this up. The first thing you're going to do is go to the search bar in the upper left-hand corner of your LinkedIn profile. Very simple, very easy to see. And most people just type in that bar, whether they're searching for a person, a company, or a group, and that's fine. What you'll find once you actually engage that bar that you do get a drop down to where you can go and be more specific and pick companies if you want to. But ultimately, what you'd like to do is enter in the type of role you're looking for, the type of person you're looking for. So how do you do that? The way you do that is you don't just use this simple search bar. You actually utilize LinkedIn's advanced search. And when you get to LinkedIn advanced search, notice all the different fields that open up. Very, very few people actually use this powerful part of LinkedIn. I don't know why. Maybe they don't know about it. But when you go and pull up all of the different elements of filters or search criteria within LinkedIn, you get all these options. And as you can see here, there's a ton of different fields in here. It can be a little bit overwhelming the first time you see it, although you'll adapt to it very quickly. The thing you really care about, and by the way you get to this is you look at the results and you go to all filters, and that'll pull up your advanced search within LinkedIn. But the way to look at it, there's only a few fields that really matter. And as we go through and highlight those here, you can see what those look like. If you're looking for people that are not directly connected to you in a certain industry with a certain title, then these are the fields that you can go through and select. Now, the way LinkedIn works with first, second, and third is that First is somebody that's in your network. It's somebody you're already connected with. Chances are you do have dream team members in your network. Most people, however, are looking outside of their network for dream team members. If you got somebody that's a first degree connection, fantastic. I mean, that's even better because you may know them. If you don't, expand that out to second. Now you're looking for everybody out there that's connected to a person you know that you could get an introduction to that could be on your dream team. And then you're going to go through there and actually select the different criteria. So in this case, I selected I want somebody across information technology, computer services, internet, they speak English, and they've got the title CEO. Now just within that, just that criteria, when I hit next or finish the search there, I had over 30,000 results. Over 30,000 results. Well, what does that mean? That means across only 3 industries, not all the industries, but only 3 industries, with the people that know someone I know, i.e. my second degree connections, I have 30,000 plus chief executive officers to choose from. That is an overwhelming number. Can you see how powerful this technique is? I mean, does this really paint for you how important this can be for finding your dream team? This is only CEOs, and I'm able to find over 30,000 of them. And I did this in less than 60 seconds. That easy. Now I've got the ability to go through and reach out to them, connect with them, see if I can network with them, or even pare it down to the people that I really want to have as part of my dream team and ask them what's going on. Now, yes, these may be active CEOs. That's fine for what I'm looking for. They may want to participate in what I'm doing at the board level, or they might be in a situation where they're looking for a change, or perhaps they know somebody that's looking to do what I'm looking for them to do. Regardless, I've got that opportunity. I've got that network, and it's mine now. I can capture it. I can roll forward with it, reach out to these folks, and make some great stuff happen. Over 30,000. Now imagine once you go and pick different industries, different roles, you select chairman next time, you select president next time, you select partner, managing partner, whatever you want to do there. There's a ton of different things that will allow you to tap into this and really ramp up your QLA capabilities.
Remember I tell you to sit at the head of the table when you go into the meetings, right? All that shit works. Remember I told you to put the window behind you. Just like gunfighters used to do in the street. They put the sun behind them. There's a reason for all these things that we do.